Hi, Eric Gibaud, ericgibaud.com, and today I'm going to at last make a video about something many people ask my opinion about, is about this massive fraud, photography fraud, about your illusion, fraud about your money needs, this massive fraud I call microstock photography. Let's start. I've been preparing something about this for a long time and I never published it yet, and then yesterday I received an email of a journalist who actually publishes in Microstock websites. He tells me, thank you Eric, I read some comments you've put on your YouTube channel. Some people asked you about Microstock and you always answered that it's a real fraud, and you're probably the only honest person who's speak about this, because actually many gurus actually motivate people to do microstock, and I've been doing it for several years aside my main work as a journalist, a photography journalist, and I can tell you you're right, this is a big fraud. So as my video was almost ready, I said that's right time to publish. So first, if you don't know what is microstock, I'll explain. Before you had image banks, when you actually went to a place, physical place, you could look at the negative or big printed pictures and you could rent them to use them for your shop, for your catalog, for anything. Well, this now these physical places don't exist anymore, or maybe, but normally they don't exist much, maybe for all the pictures, negative ones, film ones, but now it's on, everything is online, so you have massive catalogs of pictures and you can actually buy the right of use of this picture for your website, for to print it and put on the wall in your shop or whatever. So this is the client side. But obviously these pictures are made by photographers, and this is where the big circus starts, the side of the photographer, and this is what I'm going to speak about. We're going to travel back in time, about 10 years back, and we're going to speak about Yuri Arkus. Yuri Arkus was the first microstock photographer to earn about $1 million a year. So many people started to think, oh great, I want to make $1 million like him, and many websites, microstock websites started to appear, and they all used the image of this guy and the image that you can make a lot of money. So many people then, they were thinking, well, if he can make that money, I can make that money, and they just saw the money side of it. But if you look in YouTube, you will find some videos about Yuri Arkus' studio, and you will understand how he made $1 million. First, people just see the money, they don't see the investment. This guy, when you look at his studio, it's like a sport area, a massive place, and you have many things in there. You have like a hospital bedroom, a real kitchen, some offices, all this to make pictures in there. And then the investment. This guy at that time had like 10 pro photo generator that maybe cost something like $3,000 to $5,000 or euros per unit, plus flashes head, all this. And then he was working on medium format, a digital medium format in phase 1 or Hasselblad, I can't remember. And you see that out of this $1 million he was making, probably was spending half of it in this investment. Obviously, you may think, yeah, I still have $500,000 for me. Yeah, but you need to make this investment, and people don't see that. And then at that time, many website, microstock photography websites started to appear, and all their marketing was based on this image of Yuri Arkus, on how you can make a lot of money. But they didn't tell the truth. They just show the money side. They didn't explain that this guy was a great photographer. They didn't explain that this guy had to invest a lot of money. And they make you think that if you don't have any investment in gear, in knowledge, in props, you can make that money. And that's not true. And this is where the whole fraud starts, to make you think that anyone can make that money easily from day one. And this is not the way it works. And we're going to speak about that. First of all, I'm going to explain to you why it's a fraud. And after I will explain to you how maybe you may earn some money. Okay? So, the trick is very, very easy. The trick is a marketing trick. They use the exception and try to make you believe it's a generality. And it's not the way it is. There is one person that earned $1 million, 10 that earned 100,000, 100 that earned 10,000, 1,000 that earn 1,000, 10,000 that earn 10, and 1 million that earn €1 or $1, and many earn 0. So that's a start. So they make you think that this guy earns 1,000, 1 million, or 100,000 is a generality, and this is not the way it is. Why? Because to earn money with Microstock, you need to sell many pictures. Why? Because you earn a little on every picture. Why? Because the commission are fine. They give you maybe 70% or 80%. It depends on what Microstock. But what they actually give you is cents or dollars. But the reality is there is somewhere in the contract a part that says you get paid when you earn a minimum of 50 or 70. So it takes time. It takes time. And maybe you give up and you will never be able to claim the little money you've earned. So who is really earning money on that? The Microstock website, because there are 100,000 users that have earned €10, €15, but the minimum payment is 30. So they will never have to pay them. But they did get the money from the client who bought the picture. There are some exceptions. You sell, the price of the picture is very little. But if you've just uploaded a picture and no one has bought it yet, there is a possibility to buy with an extra money exclusivity on this picture. So sometimes someone sees a picture you've just uploaded and buys it, and then you don't get cents or a few dollars. You may get hundreds, thousands, it all depends. What's strange is when a YouTuber speaks about the $5,000 he's made this month on his Microstock, is because exceptionally someone bought the exclusivity on a special picture for $5,000 or 2 pictures for $2,000 maybe, which is a lot of luck, and it makes you think that it's every day the same way. Every month he earns the same, and most of them are lying. So why do they lie? Easy, because under the video there are some links so you can subscribe or be part of this Microstock website or several sites, and he earns a small commission on everything you will sell. So obviously you won't get paid because you sell too little to get your commission yet. But if he sums up all his subscribers, then he makes money because he reaches the minimum. So what does this mean? That he's really interested that you get to that website, get subscribed, and you are part of this Microstock system. And all he needs, if he has 100,000 followers, he wants everyone to be there, because among so many people, he will get some kind of money, but not for his pictures, for your picture that you don't get money on it. So he's the first one to be interested that you get subscribed. Today I saw a video, a Spanish guy who was honest. He said that last year he earned €512, dollars, more or less the same, in Microstock. He's honest, because this is quite a lot of money for Microstock. And it's true that if you live in a country where your wage is €400 a month, well, 500 over a year is 10% of your wage. So that's an extra that pays you a lens or flash unit or whatever. So you say, okay, but what does this guy do? Well, he's not dedicated to Microstock. He just throws his picture in there. If it sells, great. If it doesn't sell, that's it. But he makes sometimes some specific pictures for it, but you don't make much money. And I saw another guy, a French guy, who's traveling the world, explaining how he's getting a lot of money on Microstock. And then every 5 minutes in his video, he says, you can get my special course to learn how to make Microstock photography and make money out of it. Every 5 minutes he says that. So my question is, I can tell you how to make a wedding. It's likely that you not come to my town and make my competition and be my competitor. It's not likely. But even though you would live in the same street as where I live, most probably people contract you because the way you are, or they contract me the way I am, because of the way I am. Even if we have similar prices, similar service, why normally it's the person they contract. But in Microstock, you don't see the person. What you see is pictures. So why should this guy invite you to be his competition? Because if someone buys your picture, he will not buy his picture. And there is not a matter of I prefer you better, or you're more nicer, you're whatever, you speak, you're a great guy. No, just see pictures. So why would he make his competition? Why? Because he wants to make money on your pictures, and he's given up making money on his own picture. What he's building is a pyramidal sales system. In some countries, it's forbidden. You cannot make money on people making money making this way. You have to make money on your stuff, and that's it. But the way they work, in some countries, it's not even legal. So this guy is not honest. Some do get money, but most of these guys making that kind of video, they don't make a cent. They make money on you, not on their own picture. They're lying. So what they try is to use an exception they had to show some stats and make you get in there, and maybe among all the people who follow him, he will make some kind of money, but himself doesn't make money. So this French guy was incredible because he says, I make $4,000 or $5,000 a month with this. I'm traveling and make pictures. Well, I had to invest like 800 euros in props to make a picture, and give me like 5,000. Yeah, maybe you don't sell it, and what's about the 800? But I know actually how to make 10,000, but well, really, you know, it doesn't take time. I know exactly how to do it, all this, but well, I know some people do it to make 10,000 euros a month. It's easy, yeah, but I'm not bothered, you know. You think I'm stupid? You're traveling the world, 10,000 euros, that helps you to make 3-time world tour, and well, maybe not 3 times, but at least 1 in good condition, and you're telling me they don't want that money? You think I'm stupid? Obviously. Or is stupid, or you think I am stupid. Obviously, you're not able to make this money. Some people make it, but if you don't do it because you're not able to do it. And what you want is me to subscribe to that site because it's a sponsored link, and what you want is me to buy your course about Microstock. But you're not making money on Microstock. You're making money on me if I subscribe and maybe sell, or if I buy your course. So stop your bullshit. So really, this is a lottery. Can you win the lottery if you buy it? Yes, you can. Can you win if you don't buy it? No, you can't. So you do need to buy if you want to win, but not because you buy you will win the lottery. That's that simple. So is it possible to make money with Microstock photography? Yes, it is. Will you make a lot of money? Probably not. Will you be able to live out of this? Probably not. You won't be able to eat with that. Why? Because most people who ask about Microstock photography, they've just bought their new camera and basic camera very often, and they want to finance their hobby with this. They don't know how to make photography, they don't know how to light, they don't know how to frame, they don't know how to compose, and they have the smallest material you can imagine. Basic. And maybe this Microstock, they want a minimum resolution, minimum things you don't meet. So probably even if they accept the picture, it takes some time to get accepted. I published one of the picture on Adobe Photostock, and it asked 1 week to accept it and to see how the process was. And imagine if you have to wait 1 week and then it's declined, you have to make new pictures. And second, because even if you had the knowledge to make a good picture, you have to invest some money. Why? So let's say you want to make a professional Microstock. I'm going to do a receptionist, hotel receptionist. So I pay a model, yeah, because the guy is not going to say, out of the 50 cents you make on this picture, I want half of it. He doesn't give a damn about if you make money or not. He wants to get paid for his time. He doesn't want to depend on your success. He wants the money, point, that's it. And you have to invest, so maybe you won't sell. And probably you think this hotel receptionist, you're going to sell this picture to every hotel in the world. But most hotels will tell you, no, I'm not interested. Well, you don't even ask them, they don't look. They have to look themselves, but they probably won't buy it. Why? Because they want a receptionist with their uniform. They don't want the hotel next door to have the same picture in their website, so they prefer to make their own picture. So that's already a problem. Or you say, I'm going to make food photography. In some countries, a restaurant cannot publish a picture that doesn't correspond to his real food. So you make a picture of a pizza and you were thinking, I'm going to sell this picture to every pizzeria in the world. Well, tough luck, they can't publish it. So maybe you will sell it to diet website or diet magazine, and then they want to have a picture of your pizza. But then it's not all the million pizzeria you were expecting. Is a lot less business. And probably this website will say, yes, but I don't want my competitor to have the same pizza in their website, so I'll make my own pictures. And that's a problem. That's difficult. So you've invested time in authorization. I speak about people authorization, but sometimes location, you need authorization, you have to pay. If you want to make a picture of the Eiffel Tower in daytime, no problem, you can sell it. But nighttime you can't, because the lighting is copyrighted. So you have to buy the company that created the lighting. If you go to Valencia in Spain and you have the City of the Art by Calatrava, you can make pictures. If you want to sell them, you have to pay him copyright, image rights. So it means that you have to invest a lot of money without knowing if it will sell. So that's a bit difficult. So also your picture needs to be the best picture, a unique picture, different, better than other. So you think, oh, I'm going to do unique pictures. Okay, fine. What are you going to do? Now I'm going to travel to the jungle and I'll spend my money to go to the jungle and I make a picture of a butterfly and there are only 2 pictures in the world of this butterfly. You're right. This picture is unique and you have them. Put in Microstock and I'm preparing a butterfly encyclopedia. I look, I'll buy your picture. I don't want exclusivity. I don't mind that other people have this picture. So I'm going to buy $2. You spend all that money to go to the jungle, make that picture, and you get $1.5 commission. You don't even get paid for it because you have not reached the minimum. That's a problem. You spend money, invest money, and you're not getting your money back. And because I'm the only person interested in this butterfly. Or you must take into account also that people, when they buy a stock photography, they normally get into your account and see all the other pictures you've made. So let's say I want a picture of a place, let's say Vietnam, although there are many pictures of Vietnam, but I'm going to say Vietnam, okay? And you've spent your money, went to Vietnam to make unique pictures. And you have 200 pictures of Vietnam. Some other have some pictures, but not that many. But I'm a travel agent in Southeast Asia, and I want pictures of Vietnam, Laos, Cambodia, Thailand. And then you have only picture of Vietnam because this is all the money you could spend. So I go to other accounts. I see the guy has 3 pictures of Vietnam, 3 of Cambodia, 5 of Laos, 3 of Thailand. So I think I prefer to buy from this guy, even if his Vietnam picture are not as good, but he can sell me the whole set. So I'll buy from him. Or you do food photography. You need to have some consistency in your pictures. If I'm a diet website, I don't want to have the vegetable to have one look in the way you present and the pizza another one and all this another one. So you probably have to make all these food pictures at the same time, get a cook to prepare them, have the right lighting, the right set, all this, and to have something wide to offer and probably sell. But how many people will buy? So that's the big problem. It's very hard to get money. So my best advice is that if you think you're going to make money out of Microstock from day one, you are completely wrong. Do your pictures, go to clients, go to a pizza place and offer him to do a picture of his pizza, or to a hotel and make picture of the hotel receptionist or hotel room, whatever. And then if he lets you, some of the extra pictures you did not sell him or he didn't get, try to put them in your Microstock and make money from there, maybe. But if you think you're going to make money full-time on Microstock, you're wasting your time. You're probably not going to make money, or it will take a long time to make little money, but probably not the money you were not promised, because they don't promise anything, but the money they made you think you would make, you probably not make that money. So I think this is a big fraud, not legal fraud, because legally it's perfect. They tell you what you make, and if you don't reach this minimum, you don't get paid, and this and that, and you think many million people will buy your pictures, only 3 buy, and they will tell you make better pictures, and that's it. But even if your pictures are the best, probably you will not make money, because they use exceptions to make you think it's a generality, and this is lying, honestly. So that was my opinion about Microstock. If you think it may help other people, please share this video on social networks. If you have not done yet, please subscribe to my YouTube channel, the small button down here, and also a small bell. If you click on the bell, you get notified when I upload a new video. My website, ericgibaud.com. If you have any question, you can leave a comment below, send me an email to info@ericgibaud.com. Below, I also leave you some links of my gear on Amazon, also links to other parts of my YouTube channel. Thank you very much. Bye.